thank you all for coming. This is podcast number 2 for Digital Terror, essentially. And today's topic, we're going to be talking about Twitch affiliate and how you can do it the right way, essentially, and possibly the quickest way as well. But there is so many quick ways and so many wrong ways, like these stupid follow to follow type thing, or paying for viewers and all that crap. So we're going to be discussing a little bit about what is Twitch affiliate itself, like what type of benefits you get, and then we're going to go on to say how we can achieve that, and possibly how DTR or some other friends or something like that could be able to help you. Obviously, I'm all by myself today. We've got a couple of guests here. We've got Wolf. Hello, Wolf.
Hello. How are you guys doing today? I'm Wolfsbane. Nice to meet you. I'm an affiliate streamer.
Oh, yeah. And McBoch. We've got a fella Scott here, though. And he was actually here last week as well. So I think the Scottish are slowly taking over this, I think. So, which I'm quite happy about. That's good. So, how you doing, man? You been streaming today? Actually.
Myself, no, I've been out and about playing foot golf.
Oh, right, bro.
So,
You just play foot golf?
Yeah, foot golf.
I don't even.
Nice.
You know, okay.
that's a whole other podcast.
Okay, go ahead. Foot golf, okay. I'm about to look that up later. Foot golf, okay.
Oh god. Hey Solo, man, welcome to the stream, buddy. What you actually pay for someone to kick me in the teeth? I'll kick myself in the teeth. I'll kick myself in the teeth. Cheers, Solo. Solo's a long time friend, actually. I don't know for some time. Actually, I know we've gone a little bit off topic, but me and Solo used to play competitive gaming for Call of Duty back in the day, and back in like the COD 4 Black Ops original days and stuff like that. I don't know, any of you guys remember? Is it Battle.net? Was that what the name of the website was? Like, you used to go doing competitive gaming, but it's all it's like a big forum essentially. The site's dead because there was a lot of hackers or something like that afterwards. But yeah, used to do that quite a lot. Long time. Anyway, but hey Soul, man, it's good seeing you, buddy.
Hello.
Oh shit! Hey Soul, thank you, buddy, for the resub.
Oh fuck! I can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe you've done this. Thank you very much, Solo, man. Much love. Right, so yeah, I'm going to kick off essentially. What is Twitch affiliate essentially? So, and a little bit on like the benefits of what you can get. So, Twitch affiliate just means it's like you're one step closer of being, if you want, a full-time streamer essentially. But if you're just doing this part-time or something like that, then this gives you maybe the ability to make a little bit extra pennies essentially. That's what Twitch affiliate does, plus some emotes and badges and things like that. So to achieve this, you need to have 50 followers in it. You need to stream over 8 hours and 7 different days within a 30-day period. And one thing is what quite a lot of people seem to be struggling on is having a constant 3 viewer average essentially for those 30 days. Once you've done that, and once you ticked all those boxes, essentially you get an email saying welcome to you qualified for the Twitch affiliate program. Do you want to proceed and stuff? There was a couple of things I want to address though, because I realized there is some people that has joined the DTR community in quite a young age as well. So I had to do some research on that. So Twitch affiliate programs are for people aged 13. Okay, so you have to be like 13 or older. So between 13 and 18, you need to have a parent guardian to initially like sign the forms or something like that. I'm not sure, it didn't say anything about anybody under 13, but I'm pretty sure there's quite a lot of people who do stream on Twitch who probably are under 13 or something like that. So, but what I've done my research on it says, yeah, if you're over 18, then you could sign those forms, because you have to make a tax form and stuff like that, so you can get paid from like subscriptions or whatever the case would be. If you're under 18, it's between 13 and 18, you need a parent guardian to help sign those forms. So that's what I found out. I just want to quickly address that. So some other benefits when you do get Twitch affiliated just means you are able to allow people to subscribe to you. And these come in 3 different forms. You get a first, second, and third tier. All this essentially means that the person subscribing to you might be able to get a unique badge if you want to create badges for them, and plus it costs a little bit more. So, but that money goes into your pocket. Now, these subscriptions, people say, "Oh wow, it's $4.99 or something like that, up to $24.99." Twitch takes about half of that, pretty much. Twitch will take half about that, and then there'll be taxes on top of that as well. So don't expect to think, okay, I've got a couple of subscribers, I'm going to take all this money. You'll see it. Twitch is very clear about this, and it does show you how much Twitch takes, and you can calculate from there. There's obviously a minimum amount of money that you have to accumulate before you can cash this out as well. I think it's just recently changed. I'm not sure, but last time I checked, it was probably $100 or something like that.
It
once
is
you get
$100. You need
is it $100 still? Yes.
But you get rollover.
You get rollover, right? That's perfect. Because like I did see something about if your Twitch account got closed for some reason, or you decide to close it yourself, and it was I think it's $50 or something. So even you just got over $50 or something, you can still cash it out if you want to close your Twitch account. Obviously, subscription is not the only way you can make money. There are these things called bits, which is just essentially a Twitch currency, where people can give you tips essentially, and it'll like flash up on your screen. You obviously might see some of these big streamers that might have these like unique what's it called, alerts essentially. But looking at this, I think I tried customizing mine on Streamlabs. I can't remember if it actually works, because every time I added like a unique video for like chewing or something like that for bits, it never shows. But looking at this like bar chart what I've got here, between the difference of partner and affiliated, for chewing bits it says yes but no custom chew modes, and it's only partners who have the custom ones or something. So yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it was just me screwing it up or something for some reason, and the alerts weren't working correctly. So I had to double check that.
It's just like one of those things, man.
Yeah. And obviously, and the last bit essentially is ads. So you can run ads on your stream. So there's two ways of doing this. Obviously, there'll be an ad for somebody who comes to your channel who's not a subscriber. We'll watch a quick ad. Oh, thank you for the bits. See, I don't have it. Right, it's just a wee diamond thing. Thank you for the 20 bits, buddy. You just put RIP 20. Cheers. Thank you for the bits, Solo. So yeah, that's a good example. I just got the wee default thing of the bits or something where full-time partners can customize those. Right, what was I talking about again? The ads. Yeah, so there's two types of forms. You get an advert for people who join, who come to your channel. If they're not subscribed, they'll watch like an advert, but you also have the ability to run like a 60-second advert or something using your producer stream tool. I forgot what it's called. Stream
you can
Manager.
Just do it from your you can just do it from your stream.
Yeah.
Your stream bot, basically.
Yep. Thanks, Hammer. Thank you for the host, buddy. Much appreciate, my man. And what was the last bit of my notes about Twitch affiliate? It is you have the ability to do stream points, but on my channel you can customize it whatever you call it. I just call them snowy drops. And these are essentially points what people gain by watching your stream essentially, and they can cash these points in for awards. Now these awards can be completely customized. Twitch give you some examples when you first get affiliated, which would be highlight my text, able to customize one emote or something like that, or unlock an emote, but you can customize all these to be whatever you want essentially. So some people have ones where if you get like 1,000 points, you cash that in and it forces me to do 20 setups or something like that. I am not going to do that. Okay, I am not the fittest person ever, so I'm not going to do any of these exercises ones. I think on mine I've got stupid things like dad jokes and dabs, or play the guitar, write your song, or something stupid like that. Something where I don't have to do anything physical, okay? I don't think I'll be able to do that.
Mine is make a wolf howl, so.
Make a wolf howl. Oh, wait.
Funny you say that. Funny you say that, CJ, because mine's is exercises, and people smashed them when they first came out.
Oh yeah.
So you do like 30 push-ups in the middle of your game.
So, it was 1,000 for 10 reps of stuff, and Comical, the man himself, dropped in with 25k right off the
Oh.
bat. So
Oh, I love that. Yeah. The one I like the most is like usually when you watch some of these hardcore Call of Duty players, especially Warzone, and you just in fact, was not you the other day. You made was it Joey stream or something like that? I've got the guy's name, Joey something. He was playing Warzone the other day, and he just picked up like one of his favorite weapons, and you cashed it in. And he had to drop his gun, and he's like, "Oh, fuck." It's like I just got this. That's fucking hilarious. Like
it wasn't me, but I wish it was.
it was like, oh no, fuck man, I can't remember. Like, in fact, it might have been Jamie or something like that. So fuck man, I see a whole bunch of guys on there. But. And the last thing I want to get, I'm just giving like a good overall, essentially, of affiliate, and of course we'll discuss about more how to achieve these types of things. I think any key points really. I mean, like stuff you'll find out when you're doing it once you are Twitch affiliate, like what type of payment and stuff, making your badges and stuff.
The biggest thing is make sure that your so one issue that I had was making sure that your PayPal is linked to the correct account. Because you can have multiple accounts linked to your PayPal. So the issue I had was my bank account was linked to my PayPal, my checking account, but I wanted it to go to a specific card, and like this whole time I'm like, dang, where the hell is my money? Excuse me, where the heck is my money? And like I couldn't find anything. So but it was linked to my actual card, not my bank account.
I literally cancelled my PayPal account last year. I got hacked on my PS4. I got hacked on my PS4, and I was so pissed off. Right, someone came onto it, and what I did, went to the store and essentially bought all these like cards or points for some fucking game I don't play, you know what I mean? But it's essentially just like in-game currency type thing, and they bought like quite a lot of that. I mean, well, when I say it's about 30-40 quid, so that's still that's 30-40 quid I could spend on.
Suggest if they think that they're gonna be a big time streamer, like maybe they hit affiliate really fast and they're on their way to partner, their PayPal does offer insurance. I haven't taken it because I'm just not that popular right now. It sucks. Anyway, but I haven't taken it, but PayPal does offer insurance, and it's up to a certain dollar amount. I forget what the dollar amount is, but you can look it up and you can get like different payment plans. I know a lot of the big streamers have that. They have like a PayPal that protects them.
Yeah. Well, I've got a PayPal account again. Because I've realised I can't remember where I read it, or somewhere on Reddit or something like that, about it's less tax somehow. From well, not tax. I don't think it's tax. It's either tax or the exchange or something like that, from dollars to sterling or something like that.
It's just kind of like the percentages that PayPal takes. Like, it's not as bad.
Yeah. So. So that's pretty much, Twitch affiliated in a whole. Okay, that's me briefly touching like everything essentially, like what type of benefits you get in like from pay and stuff like that. What we're going to be talking about is how you can achieve being Twitch affiliated the correct way, because there is so many. I don't know. Sound like an asshole, right? But they're so naive, younger generations who come into this thinking, oh right, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be a famous like streamer or something like that, or at least get enough people to watch me to make some money or something like that, like just like that. And it doesn't work like that. You have to put the time in, and you need to engage with your viewers. And one thing what I don't like, and I think you guys probably agree, this is follow for follow stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's follow for follow, where they haven't spoken a word to you, right? And they'll just go, oh, follow you, follow me, or something like that. Stuff that why would I follow you? Why would I follow you?
Yeah, I get lots of that on Instagram, because we've put out a lot of content on Instagram, and there's at least a couple a week come up and follow for follow, and I just straight out tell them it's not what we're about. It's not useful.
No.
It's no conductive to creating any sort of community. It gives you no income.
Nope, it
that one follower that isn't ever there means nothing.
No,
it's an empty follow, man.
Yeah, it means nothing.
That's basically what it is. On Twitter is really big. Small Streamers Connect and a couple of other small ones. They have a bunch of people doing follow for follow, and like that's kind of how they promote it. And it just when I first started, before I found DTR, I was trying to like navigate myself through it, and I was throwing these different hashtags on it, and it just didn't give me anything. It was literally empty follows, and I was just like, okay, why am I following you? And I was going to their streams. As you guys know, I'm very active when it comes to like following people's stream. Hey, look, I'm going live, because the whole point is if we all support each other, it'll just balance out. If you got 5 people, it's kind of like I guess you could call it like a kind of Ponzi scheme.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, but if we support each other, it just builds on top of itself. And a lot of these empty follows don't give you that. You're just wasting space.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Totally.
And hey, if we lived in a perfect world, you know what I mean? Because we've actually got quite a lot of members on DTR on the Discord. I mean, if technically we could probably get all of us to be partners like that. We'll just be like, okay, right, we'll just schedule each body to be on this day or something at this time, and then you can do that essentially. But the problem is, right, even though you can do that and you'll get partnered, right, what will then happen is, okay, you got partnered, and then you drop back down to only having like 3 or 4 people watching you or something like that. And Twitch will look at you. They're not stupid, right? They check all these channels or something, and they'll do the research. You'd be like, how come like you were like up like that, okay? And then like you're hovering perfectly for 75 years or whatnot, okay? And then once you signed the partner agreement, you just went and you just dropped back down again. Something's not right there. So and I think Twitch will bite you in the ass for that, because not only I mean, I don't think they'll probably won't take it away from you, but I mean, you're not going to be able to grow your channel from that anymore. People are going to come and look at your channel and says, man, this guy's partnered, but he's got no views. He must be not a very good streamer or something like that. It's just wrong face. You know what I mean? It's not a good image, I don't think. So
yeah. There's also the problem that some groups have where they're blacklisted from sort of sponsorship companies and marketing companies and stuff like that, because it's a fake viewership, because people didn't know that they're not legitimate viewers that are interested in what's happening, so they don't want their products involved in it. So the problem with, although okay, you might hit affiliate, you might even hit partner through these follow for follow, you can't make any of the actual money that's associated with getting those levels of perceived success. So it's just not worth the risk, to be honest.
If anybody, if any of you guys see that want more viewers or buy some viewers, visit viewers.weareshite.com, whatever, right? If you see that, report them. It just takes you 2 seconds, right? Just right click on the name or something like that, and you just hit report fucking user or something like that, and you try to like filter this crap out, because like it's just giving everyone a bad name essentially. Because I felt really embarrassed sometimes, like because if I have a stream and I think it's going well, people are coming in and enjoying it or so that starts to snowball and everyone's enjoying them themselves, and you know what I mean, it's just like a good stream. But then I see this fucking thing on my chat. I see this thing on my chat saying that if you want to buy viewers or stuff like that, that's going to put people off. So I need to either fucking get a bot, right, can filter that shit out to make sure that gets deleted ASAP, or try to report them as soon as possible. So
I don't know if you guys have moderators, but I have moderators for my channel. So like when they like have criteria, so like they'll see stuff and automatically just, I don't have to say anything. They just like, they see it and take it away. So maybe look into some mods. Once you, my personal opinion, the biggest thing, the biggest achievement or the biggest thing that helped me was I had a moderator that was kind of watching the stream while I was playing. So, you know, he would talk to me about sound. He would talk to me about microphone recovery. He would talk to me about maybe not paying attention to the people in my chat. You know, and the random drop offs, because I get them too. The random drop offs that show up is like, hey, if you want, you know, 150 viewers, you know, just subscribe to this. And I'm just like, all right, but you know, he deletes and bans them. You know, so maybe look into a moderator. It could be a friend. It could be somebody that really.
You want to see? You want to see my moderator? Yes.
I'm listening. Let me see.
That's it.
Fair enough.
There we go.
Can I kind of respond to something that Bro has come in and said?
What's up?
So Bro's came in and he's talking about the female and the attractive types, and you know, they seem to have greater success if they've got a schedule and stuff like that. Which, but they are the exception, not the rule. And that's a quote from Mr. Harris Heller, who, if you guys don't know, for any new streamer, I'd recommend watching his videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, but, that's what I did.
That is the exception, and yeah, people are lucky that way. And it's one of the few things that when people are going through streams, a lot of the time they look to see what pops out, and unfortunately, a lot of people on Twitch are sleazy as fuck. And if they see that, they'll jump on that. And that's, I mean, we can't influence them, and to be honest, you know, that's not the kind of community that you potentially want to have anyway. So as much as that's a point and it's correct, it's not something that applies to most people, and most people need to, like I say, treat that as the exception, not the rule. And kind of related to that, another thing that I found out through watching Mr. Heller's videos is some very interesting statistics about webcams. The majority of people that have more viewers actually don't have a webcam. The problem is that most very successful streamers have a webcam, and that's the difference. The top 1% of viewers, top 1% of streamers, the majority have a webcam. But of the 99 other percent, the people who are getting more viewers actually don't have a webcam. So people that tell you you need one, it's bullshit, especially for small streamers, especially when people starting out.
One thing, right? Okay, I think a lot of people just think about Twitch just for gaming as well, and that's where they think, oh, right, you're gaming, you don't have a webcam or something. I watch a lot of weird stuff on Twitch. Okay, nothing dodgy, right? But I watch a lot of weird stuff, and some of these don't even have webcams or something, and I'm fine with that. And I think you're absolutely right. You do get a lot of people who, you know, they'll just bitch and moan. This is, you don't have a webcam up. I want to see your face. You know what I mean? I want to see your face. I'm a big pervert, essentially. That just sounds creepy when someone's requesting someone to say, listen, right, I'm watching you play a game, but I can't see your face. I'm like, get out.
So we're not technically streamers. What we are actually probably better classed as is content creators. So because you got a webcam doesn't mean your content's good. It doesn't mean that at all. Actually, if you're a small streamer and you're not used to a webcam, don't get one straight away, because it's another distraction and another thing you need to mess about with, and another thing you need to learn. Concentrating on your gameplay type, your voice, how you interact with people, all these things are far more important than just having your cootum out there. Cootum is Scottish for face, by the way. Don't jump on bandwagons and think, I need X, Y, and Z. Just concentrate on your content and what you can bring to the table first of all, before you start adding stuff that, you know, just because they're perceived as important, it doesn't actually mean that they are.
One thing what I still do actually, after my stream, maybe not right after because I'm usually tired or something, but what I'll do, I'll actually rewatch some bits and bobs of my own stream, not to see how beautiful I am, but to see how good the content is, if there's any issues or something like that, because some people might be a bit too kind, because like you do gain up some like friendships and stuff like that, and they don't want to say, oh there's an issue with your stream or something, I'm not going to say anything, but this way, right, okay, I can actually improve on this, or even start learning to tweak like your bitrate and image quality and things like that, and your audio, your mic setup, game audio, things like that, things where you can improve on. I mean, the best critic is yourself, essentially. Okay, would you sit and watch this when you're watching yourself? And is there any improvements that you could do on it? Do that.
Yeah. So there's on the flip side of that, when people do suggest stuff, as long as it's done in the right manner, don't be offended by it, because people who are suggesting improvements gain nothing from it. And and if you want to be really harsh and brash about it, they're actually helping the competition. Because as much as we are all friendly and helpful and stuff like that, a lot of us do compete at times, technically, for viewership. So if someone's going out their way to say, by the way, your mic's not sounding great, they're doing it from a positive place and they want to help you. So you've got to think about it that way. A lot of people jump to the conclusion of, why are you banging on my mic? It's like, well, I want to hear you. You know?
Well, I mean, go ahead. Snowy's a good example. So when Snowy first came into my stream, the first thing Snowy was talking to me about was my bitrate. He was like, "Hey, dude, why does this look like I was playing Call of Duty? He's like, why does this look like Call of Minecraft?" He's like, "What is this?" So immediately jumped on, "Hey, look, fix this, and it's helped tremendously. But at the same token, you got to pay it forward, especially with the small streamers. The whole point is to grow the small streamer community. So yeah, it is a competition. We're definitely competing, because every view that you get is a view that somebody else won't get, and so forth and so on. Every view that Snowy gets is a view I won't get. But for all the times that Snowy raids, if you're being, and this is to all the new people out there, it's a courtesy. It's a savoir-faire to it. It's a way that you handle it. It's a respect thing. If somebody raids for you or if somebody hosts for you, see what they're doing, pick a little bit of their brain, but pay it forward. Pay it back to that person or pay it to the next person. I feel like sometimes and this goes back to the follow for follow. I feel like sometimes these young streamers, they're out here and they're just trying to grab, and and maybe they hit like 20 viewers and like, oh man, why am I not growing past this 20 viewers? Because the people that you stepped on to get there, they didn't do that. Maybe they joined a DTR, maybe they joined something like that, and it allowed them to expand, and they met new people. Everybody that I've met in DTR, I love them. I think everybody's awesome. From Snowy to Sipple to Gunna, it doesn't matter to because who the heck jumped in my stream today? I had two more jump in my stream today. Just jumping in and say hi. I do that to people all the time. I'll be on my phone, I'll be at work. Like I think Snowy was talking to me the other day. I was at work, just looking at my phone, like, hey, oh well, checking my Discord. Oh, this person's live. Let me just go say hey. A little bit of courtesy, a little bit of respect goes a long way, and I think that is lost on some people right now because it's just like it's streaming. Oh, it's streaming. I don't really have to see these people. But as you can see, now we're on to podcasts. I was by myself, 4 weeks ago. I didn't have any streamer home. So if I could promote anything or if I could maybe push a lesson, something that I wish I learned in the beginning was find a streamer home, find a group that is really trying to do what you're trying to do and thrive on it and help it grow, because every little bit of effort and it's an investment. Every little bit of effort, a little bit of time that you put into them, they're going to put it back into you if it's a decent group, and DTR is a prime example of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what I try to express to quite a few people is that you need to actually go and engage with some of these streamers, content creators, right? Watch myself there. Content creators. I actually call myself a content creator anyway. I don't call myself a streamer because I used to make YouTube videos back in the day, and I make music and shit like that. So yeah, I'm a content creator. I used to tell people to listen. You actually need to go and engage with these people. Someone asks you a question or something, they're taking out their time to ask you this question. It's at least have the courtesy or something to respond to that and speak to them, and don't just do it. Be like, no, blah 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 blah, and just be like a zombie reply or something like that. Actually, get to know them, have a laugh with them, essentially. I mean, this is why you're doing it, right? Okay. I mean, it can't just I'm not going to believe that people just do this all for the money. And I know that I'm naive there or something, but quite a lot of people who actually want to do this and want to improve. I mean, that's what this podcast is about. It's about how to do this in the right way. Is, you know, just give them that extra effort, because you're streaming because you want to go out and entertain people, right? That's what you're here for, okay? That's why you set up all this shit and whatnot, okay? Is to make new friends, have a blather or something like that, play some cool games or something like that, and that's it, okay? So just have a laugh and enjoy it. If you try and force it or something like that, it's so obvious, and then you just seem like a zombie, and you can spot that a mile off. If you're just a casual gamer or something, but if there's someone there in the chat watching you, engage with that person. I mean, you are there. I mean, literally, you are fucking, what's his name, Maximus, okay, in fucking Gladiator, right? And you should be shouting.
Entertained?
Exactly, you should be shouting that. Are you not entertained? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, that's my 2 cents essentially for that. It's just.
So as much as a lot of people are out there looking for that engagement and stuff like that, there are streamers out there again who don't engage at all, and they purely as a product don't ever engage with the people that are there to watch them. But you need to make sure that people know that. You can't just people just be sitting there and going, he's ignorant as fuck. Why is he ignoring me? But if there's, say, a mod in there telling people it doesn't chat, it's just you just enjoy it or whatever. Or you need to have, you know, a bot that pops up on a timely manner saying, for whatever reason, we'll not be chatting, blah, blah, blah. But
well, you could just turn the chat off.
It can work, but you need to be aware of the majority of people in Twitch are there to engage. So
yeah, absolutely.
Even if you don't want to, you need to make sure that they're aware of that.
Yeah, I mean, like you need to know exactly what type of streamer you want to be and what type of content you're going to be creating. Yeah. So. Entertainment is in many forms. I mean, like I said, I like to watch a lot of weird stuff. I mean, one of them I thought was quite satisfying. Some guy just set up a webcam on his 3D printer, and that's it. And you just watch 3D prints, right? And I find that quite soothing. I've actually got a 3D printer, and it's not running just now, but when it is running, I could just watch it for hours. It's like satisfying just watching it layer by layer, and the guy doesn't say what he's printing. It's kind of like, guess what it is. I mean, it's going to take 3 hours to print, and you're just watching it, something like that. I think that's great, but he advertised it as that, and that's all he get. You know what I mean? There isn't like a question here or something. But I know what you mean by not just that type of stream, like, you know, video games like FPS shooters or something like that. People just want to, if you're on the console or PC, just hit that Twitch live button, let it stream, and that's it. And then people will sit back and just watch it. That's it. If you want to do that, then you're correct. They need to at least advertise that in some manner or something like that. I mean, streaming, gameplay, audio only, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a big part of it's, you know, setting up your page with, you know, your about tabs and all this kind of stuff, so that, I mean, as much as we can game for hours on end, or stream, or cook, or 3D print, or sleep, as some fucking people are doing, which is crazy, you're more offline than you are online. So make sure that when people stop by, there's stuff for them to see and say, okay, he does X, Y, or Z, or videos of your streams, or, you know, places to go, your social media, your Instagrams, Facebooks, Twitters, YouTubes a lot, because the majority of your time is actually not streaming. And if we're not working, there needs to be something there that can still grab people as well.
You're starting just to sound like Healer, by the way, because I think we watched the same video the other day. but you're absolutely, I mean, you're absolutely correct, man. You're not streaming 24/7. Okay, and a lot of people are going to come to your channel, and so you're going to have some form of social presence or something like that outside Twitch. Twitter's a great example. And you can find quite a lot of good communities, such like, you know, Digital Terror will help you promote your tweet or something like that. And the best thing about that is, like, you'd be able to engage with people who are similar interests with you as well. And if you get that and you get that conversation starting with them, then again, it'll do a snowball and you'll just keep going. My Instagram is not very good. I I'm really shit. The only Instagram pictures I've got is pretty much me in my back garden when it's sunny with my tap off. That's about it. So I don't get a lot of followers for that. I probably need to be a little bit strict on that. But hey, you know what? Twitch is just photographs. It's fine. Or in fact, not Twitch. Instagram. I know you can post videos or something, but I usually like just using the filters to make myself look pretty. Or like one of those like cool 3D fucking filters or something like that, which are kind of cool.
Ones with the like big heads and stuff, and you're like a digital character and stuff.
Yeah, I found one which was kind of interesting. It was literally so.
We all sound so old, by the way. We actually sound so old. I need to point this out. Like, oh, your filters. Ooh.
Oh, the filters. The filters. On the tinterwebs. That's correct, yes.
I don't know, man. I don't want no filter. I want everybody to see the wolf for who he is, man. There's no mask behind this wolf, man. He is who he is. I want you to know. I want you to see me in public like, hey, it's that guy, man. I just saw him die like 3 times. You know. I saw him die on the street like 3 times, man. I know he is. You know.
Yeah.
Another tip or a big thing, do not get frustrated. It's difficult. When you first start, it's difficult. Get used to talking to yourself. Get used to talking to yourself. You will have streams and it'll be just you. Even now when I'm playing games, like before we even did this podcast, before I streamed today, because I streamed a little bit today, I'm playing a game and I'm just talking, man. It's nobody there. My stream's not on, but like I'm so used to just talking. You know, get used to talking to yourself, because it just gives people a general idea of how you think, because you'll be naturally just talking. You know, make sure, don't forget to, like you guys were talking about, don't forget to engage with your audience. But sometimes your audience will not be there. Your audience will just be gone. You know, it'll just be you, especially when you're first starting. Get some friends, you know, get other streamers that you know, and just practice. Practice. It's a big thing, especially if you're playing intensive games. Like I'm playing API intensive games. So like, you know, I'm playing League of Legends, Call of Duty, you know, stuff like that. So I'm clicking, I'm doing like 180 API per second, you know, I'm just like, you know, but I'm talking, you know, I've already conditioned myself to talk. So definitely, if you're just starting, just talk, man. Like, talk about what you're thinking about. Talk about how you want to approach it. Think about where, you know, oh, well, I'm moving here because I think this guy is going to be here. Or, you know, I'm jumping over this bridge because I think Princess Peach, you know, sold the cookies to Bowser. You know, whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah. And we're specifically, like, obviously talking about, you know, people who are streaming with a microphone, and they, as soon as someone comes in or something, they'll be like talking, so you talk back. But if you're just quiet, you're quiet or something. So sometimes
just because there's nobody talking in your chat doesn't mean there's people not there as well. There's lurkers that just want to sit and listen to, you know, somebody whispering with their ASMR voices and stuff like that. So
listen to me.
My little ghost wolves, man, they just be sitting there. I'd be like, oh, hey, and like, hey, how you doing? And they don't say anything back, but I know they're listening. So
I know. Sometimes sometimes I have your stream on when I'm lurking, and I got on one of my monitors, and I'll just sit back, and I know that you're just talking. You're just like something. I'm like, oh, this is the best part.
Man, I try to be animated, man. Stay alive, stay animated, make it fun. Because if you don't make it fun, you're just doing a job, and you're doing a job that you're not getting paid for, because you're not entertaining. You know, so I try to try to make it engaging. You know, have fun.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, with this like Twitch affiliate program, what we're talking about is obviously trying to find out, you know, who yourself is and what your stream's going to be. You don't just need to do games or something. If you're here just for the games, that's great. We've got a lot of people here who play a lot of games. I like to do some content creating, like music and stuff like that, and some just casual games, really. But there are some streams out there who, like, for instance, you got streams where people, all they do will just give you insults, and you come in there and you're like, oh, you're like, they'll say some names or something, and some guy will just give you insults back, and that's what he does. I mean, So
I've
there's
never
a lot.
seen that. I gotta get onto one of those.
There's so
I
much
gotta get onto one of those.
Yeah, man, and but it's entertaining. Right? It's so entertaining, and that's what I'm trying to think. Right, you need to try and like think outside the box or something. So, like yourself, man, you're using push-ups or something for your points or something like that. I mean, that's a physical thing, while some people just use it for like shout outs or whatever the case would be. So that's thinking outside the box, being creative or something like that. You could do that in game as well, man. You could just like say, "Oh, game points," and I'll give you an insult, or I'll insult somebody else. I'm not saying like insult somebody else. I'm just literally talking about like having a laugh. That's what I'm. Hey, yo, dope. Thanks, man. Thank you for the wee bitties. But that's what I'm trying to say. It's just like be creative and have a laugh really for it. So what I'll do, right? I'll try send you the guy's Twitch account. I can't remember how I found it, but it's just a guy. He just sits there and he just gives out insults. And he just swears a lot or something. So, but he's quite entertaining to watch.
That sounds entertaining, man. You might have to do that.
That's what I was going to do personally. I was even going to do something like that. I mean, I could sit here and just like call people assholes all day with a smile on my face. You know what I mean? I'll just call it CJ or CJ Smug or something like that. And again, man. So, bits for insults. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That is interesting, man. I don't know. What else are we missing here? We talked about money.
So something for when you do get to affiliate, or even before you do, planning what you're going to use these things for. So subscribers are very generically very bland and don't have much added bonus to them. Try and give something back to people to basically funding you. Don't just say it goes to the stream. Like, try and give something back for that, whatever it be. Example, I've recently just changed mine to you're only getting shout outs if you're DTR or your subscriber. I'm not having people coming in and just doing shout outs. But if you subscribe, I'm happy to help other people who have effectively shown me that they are going to support me. So you get a shout out, no bother, anytime you want. The first subscriber of the day into my channel gets to name my stream.
Yeah.
So my alert goes out and everybody goes out with the right stuff. But then during the stream, my first subscriber can come in and say, I wanted to say, you know, I'm sitting here doing hundreds of farts and I have to do it. But that's me giving back to the guys who are supporting me. Don't just say it's to support your stream. You know what I mean? It's trying, like you said earlier, Wolf, try and give back to these people that are trying to help you build your essentially what is a business.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean that's the cornucopia of any good business venture. You can't just take because it's gonna crumble. You know, you gotta give a little. You know, you gotta maybe like do gift subs. If you get the money, if your stream is popping, you know, do gift subs. You know, the first 10 people that show up and say Kappa, or the first 10 people that show up and say Happy Hunting, because Happy Hunting is what I like for my stream. You know, the first 10 people that show up and say Happy Hunting, boom, 10 gift subs. You know, like you said, give back, man. That's my biggest heart. Like, you'll always hear me say that, because it just creates a positive cycle. If you create a positive cycle, it will never be destroyed. A circle is infinite. If you just keep on going, man, it'll just get bigger and bigger.
Yep. So that's actually a good point. I mean, also, what is good about so one more brush up again is actually some of your branding. I think like recognition of like who you are essentially. For instance, like you know, it could be as simple as like, okay, you just use this type of color or whatever the case would be or something, but at least be like identifiable or something of what you are on your stream. And I think something like that helps a little bit a bit better. I know that you can get quite a lot of free stuff on what's that site called? Anyday Geek, something geek. Kind of like you can just like make your own like wee tags or something like that, and you can put them inside your panel and shit like that. That's quite good, but like I also recommend trying like, you know, try to be a bit more creative, or even, I don't know, you can hire somebody if you want or something. But I mean, why not learn a new skill or something? I mean, that's why I love doing mostly, is learning all these cool new skills. I mean, I didn't know what I was walking myself into when I started streaming.
Same.
Like a few months ago, so I was like, oh, right, okay, I mean, I know what Twitch is, or what I do watch Twitch people all the time and stuff, but like I was like, okay, what's actually involved doing it myself or something? And man, it's a lot of work sometimes. It can be a lot of work, even like just prepping for stream or something like that. Prepping for stream, and you get your social site, and I think I still need to work on it a little bit better and like be more efficient. Essentially, I think the first time I was just like manually typing here and then manually typing here or stuff like that, and just like sharing like as much as I can or something. I'm like, man, this is like taking me some
sticky
time.
Notes, man. Sticky notes. That's what I do. I made sticky notes and I just Control C and I just Control V. That's it. I made sticky notes like my whole desktop. I got them closed right now.
Here's me actually going to start writing some sticky notes and say, how's this going to help me, Wolf? Now I've just writing it down here. Now I have to read it.
No, write the sticky notes. Your computer's going to have sticky notes, man. Just stick it on your desktop and Control
just stick it on my screen or something. Just write it and stick it on my screen.
No, man.
I'll be emailing Wolf. So I've got sticky notes.
Sticky notes, man. That's what I did. I got sticky notes to the app of my computer and whatever. Like I have like 4 or 5 sticky notes. Hey, look, in it, plan. Oh, that's a big thing. I'm sorry. Plan for what your stream is gonna be. Have a schedule. I stream unless my work schedule changes, I try to stream at the same time every day, because if you create something consistent, people will they'll know to expect you, and when they expect you, that changes everything. They're looking for you. They're looking for you to do something. So like my sticky notes are gone from like Monday to Sunday. People always ask me, well, how do you find the alliteration that you want for your titles? Because like I'll do like Succulent Sunday. Like, I think I did Sundown Sunday today, or Succulent Saturday or whatever. I have them all planned out for the week, and you stick to your schedule unless something crazy happens. Like maybe somebody snowy 5-man raid you or 6-man raid you, and you got to figure out what games you're going to play. But keep a schedule and stick to it. It keeps you focused and it keeps your viewers focused. Yeah, that's a big thing.
So I stream between 5 and 6 nights a week, but I've actually scheduled on Twitch 3 nights, and those 3 nights that I've scheduled on average have more viewers over the piece. And that's because people know to expect, I'll be on them. And because I'm a variety streamer, I stream Warzone on a Monday, and then I stream some form of Souls game on a Wednesday, Thursday. So that's 2 different types of people. And when I wasn't scheduling it properly, even when people knew I was on, some people would turn up and actually be disappointed because I wasn't playing what they wanted me to play. So be clear, make sure that people know what to expect, because that's when people will actually start to put in their time and go, I know he's going to be on, I'm going to watch him. Yeah. That's what you're actually building towards. As much as groups can help you out, as much as people can swing by and help out, you want to build something that people want to come to. So they need to know when to expect it and what to expect when they turn up. So that schedule part is so much more key than people give it credit for. Yeah. I've seen it. I've seen people coming in and they're actually disappointed to the point when they mention it in the chat. It's like, I was expecting this, and I'm like,
disappointed in you, man. Fuck, you changed, man.
I'm like, well, tough.
I mean, like, obviously, Twitch has just updated the channel layout essentially as well, and they made it more clear. This new schedule tab or something like that. And I recommend people actually use that, because you can go in there, you can plan your week, and it does repeat every week or something. So you want to change it, you're going to have to actually physically change it. It'll let people know what days you're streaming, what game you're streaming, and what time at as well. I'm not sure if I'm a fan about it forces me to put a game in it. The only reason why is because I would prefer that will do it automatically when I select what game I'm actually playing, if that makes sense. So when you start your stream, you select what game it is, they'll update that schedule, because there might be a case where, okay, I'm streaming this game, but I'm going to jump into this other game or something halfway streaming. You know what I mean? And sometimes that can happen, or it could be me just chatting or something like that, and I could just chat for like the last half of my stream. I want the ability, so when I change that, it'll either change my schedule or something, so that way, I know I'm just nitpicking, it doesn't really matter that much, but it's like, someone comes in and they'd be like, your schedule for like playing COD or something, but you're just sitting here chatting like an idiot, you know what I mean? So, but it is what it is, man.
There's pros and cons, but like I said, I've had personal experience of people actually expecting it because it said Warzone and it wasn't. I was playing Dark Souls.
Thank you, Tapper.
They were not happy about it. I did want to say as well, there was so I come from a very probably unique place, and I never watched Twitch before I started using it. I've only been streaming 4 months, but I've researched the absolute shite out of this to the point where I probably know more than I'd care to admit. Because I come from a sort of technical background, that's where I'd like to sort of help people. But it took me about a month and a half to get affiliated, and I didn't come from somewhere where I knew hundreds of gamers. My brand is
you made it like 3 times faster than me, man.
Yeah, we came from a point where we had literally hours and hours and hours of videos that we'd clipped just for ourselves, and we managed to get that on social media. Getting that on social media is what got us our first 70 to 80 followers. So although I didn't have Twitch, it was the videos from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter that actually gave us that dump that we needed to get affiliated. So I was lucky that I just had them. It wasn't something we planned for streaming. It just we did it, to have a drink on a Friday night and laugh at ourselves over the stupid stuff that we did.
That's cool.
Every little thing helps, man.
Yeah. The reason why I started streaming is because of the isolation, and every Tuesday night I have friends who come by and we'll play Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, we'll play D&D. We'll have a few drinks, a few whiskeys, and play D&D. Obviously, because of this.
Did you say whiskey?
Whiskey, yeah. That's not whiskey, man. Whiskey? Is that a bottle of Jack? That's not whiskey. That's not.
No, it's not whiskey, man. It's not the real Scott whiskey, man.
Yeah, no.
I would love that. Anyway, go ahead, continue.
So obviously, due to the social distancing, it wasn't working out. We tried Discord, we tried pissing about or something like that, but we were having some issues with like some of the cameras and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? Why not we just live stream it? So I just ended up live streaming it, and it was good fun. Actually, a few people came on. I enjoyed myself, and I recently don't work just now due to furlough. So I was like, okay, I might just dedicate a little bit more time, just maybe streaming and things like that, keep myself busy before going insane. So that's the reason why I'm streaming. I mean, it's keeping me busy, and I like to piss about online, I suppose. I mean, I've got a history of like content creating and stuff like that, and I assume you could say I joined the bandwagon because like Twitch has just skyrocketed over the last few months. I mean, because everyone's obviously working at home or not working anymore, it's absolutely skyrocketed. That's why like web cameras are all sold out, or like video capture cards and microphones and things like that are so expensive, or they're just sold out. But here's a good thing, right? Eventually, okay, some of these people are going to be not wanting to have this camera anymore, not wanting to have this microphone anymore, okay, and they're going to be flogging it away, like on your eBay, Facebook, Craigslist, and fucking Gumtree, whatever, man. No matter where you are, okay, because I assume it's a planet crisis, man. So a lot of people have been buying this shit everywhere. If you're going to be streaming in the next, say, well, I think it's going to last another 12 months, okay? I'm not very optimistic. I think it's going to last a long time, right? This type of isolation.
I think it's going to be for a long time.
Yeah.
So
but I'm not, but I'm not going to get into that just now, but eventually these types of things are going to come down in prices. I think some office people are going to go back to work. So some of these cameras or something like that are going to be coming out cheap. So because certainly I think DTR, especially in the tech channel, something like that, will be certainly be able to help you and point you in the right direction for like the right equipment if you want to improve in your stream a little bit better. If you think, okay, I think I need a new microphone, or even if I do want to use a web camera, what's the best and in my budget type of thing. There's a couple of cool guys in the tech channel who'll be able to help you with that.
Yes.
Or even with the OBS streaming, or is it I've got some knowledge in XSplit. I don't know, do people still use XSplit, or is that just an old school thing?
That's an old school, dude. If you're not using OBS right now, you're not using OBS. Side note, Snowy, so the thing you're looking for is community chat.
Community chat.
I'm pulling it up on mine right now, but it's community chat. I'm actually gonna you can grab it on Twitter. It's going live right now, but it's called community chat.
What's called community chat? No, the tech chat.
Hold on. I think I can screen share this. We'll talk about it later. We're gonna continue with the podcast, but I'll show it to you later, so you can do it.
Sweet. So, right. Where was I? Where did I put my?
We were just talking about like why are we streaming?
Oh yeah. But what's it?
Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, go.
So,
go, it's you.
So, personally, I've been doing games since I can remember. I've been playing card games. I think I played every game imaginable. Except for Dungeons and Dragons, but I do kind of want to try it. But it's another podcast for another day. Anyway, but I played pretty much every game, card game, video game imaginable. And I feel like I'm kind of animated, and people always tell me, hey, look, you're really animated. We really want to see, we want to hear your opinions on things. And I was like, well, nobody can really hear my opinion. I'm yelling at a computer screen, or back then I'm yelling at a PlayStation 2 screen. Nothing was big back then. And so one day I sat down and I was just like, you know what, I want to do this, and I just took to streaming. And so, I just want to make it entertaining. I want people to laugh. I want people to like, hey, that guy's got problems. He's probably playing this video game. He probably should be home asleep, which I should be right now, but this is more important. So that's why I got into streaming. I think it's fun. It embraces something that I've been doing since I was a kid. And who doesn't want to get paid for something that they love? That's a bonus. But I just want people to see my faces, because sometimes I have clips of me with the most hilarious faces. Maybe I've died, maybe I fell, like especially in Call of Duty, and I'm like, oh, I went outside the zone and I'm dead.
Everyone knows the famous fucking the fire station fucking tower of death. Right? I fucking hate that tower. Honestly, I can't tell you how many times, right, I've been up that fucking tower, right, and the only thing that's killed me is that fucking ladder. That fucking ladder. Whoever, I fucking hate that tower. And like, I mean, like, wait, explain to me this, right? That tower, okay, right? You can't, I mean, you just fall off it, okay? However, the fucking ladders you came where the prisoners with the fucking 4 pillars, you're like stuck to it like fucking Spider-Man. I'm like, no, get off the fucking thing. I'm always stuck to that fucking ladder, but the fucking man. Honestly, someone's fucking laughing their ass off. Like, okay, so why don't make this fucking ladder, okay? Like, you just fall off it, and it's just the right height for you to die.
Some game developer is laughing their ass off. Look at this asshole. Look at him trying to grab this. What's he doing? Watch him die. Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna get fucking Mr. Activision on the fucking phone. Like, yeah.
Come on, Mick. What you got, man? Why'd you start streaming?
Well, so as I sort of alluded to, we used to record videos of us. I mean, we are salty as fuck. We are sort of really aggressive and really stupid at times. So we generally, 9 times out of 10, when we're playing, we're having genuine fun, and not just to the point where like, oh, we're chilling, like laugh out loud stuff. Happens almost every stream. There's been a few where it's kind of like it's not been too great, but 9 times out of 10, we are having laugh out loud moments during our streams, and we thought, you know what, why not try and let other people see if they enjoy that as well, and get paid at the same time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's what it came down to for me. So for something that I'm going to be doing anyway, I had 90% of what I needed to do it, minus capture card and webcam. I did go out and buy a mic just to help improve sound quality, but I had most of the stuff that I needed, so I thought, let's give it a bash, see where we can go. And let's say it was a relatively short time it took us to get to the point where we could make money, so you know, let's see how far we can take it. Let's see how far some daft country for Scotland can go on the web.
Oh yeah. I mean, all we need, right, is just one bitch bastard to come in and just gift off 50 subs or stuff like that.
I wish.
Be like, there you go, lads. I mean, so all right, cheers, thanks. It's gonna.
I wish.
I mean, I mean, we all wish. I mean, the thing is, I mean, people have to be aware, okay, right? Even though that you could do all these things and what we discuss, how to improve, you know what I mean, talking, sometimes it just doesn't work out. And I don't mean that it's not going to work out forever. I mean, it might just take a long time
basically,
to do that.
What I was thinking of was...
thank you very much for the...
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. Thank you for the subscription magic. Hey, we're just talking about that. Thank you for the sub, buddy. Holy shit, wait a minute.
Hey, man, Renan Yudi, appreciate the follow, man. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy your stay.
Hey, Solo man's gifting subs to me. See, there's my one rich bastard friend. So
hey, man, tell him come on down, man. Tell him come on down. We broke over here in the wolves den, man. Tell him come on down. We broke over, man. We pull wolves, man. Hey, what's up, Renan? Welcome to the stream, man. We're just talking about affiliate, talking about making affiliate do's and don'ts, good things, bad
do's
things,
and
just tips in here.
So
come on in.
So yeah, I mean, like this might not happen overnight, okay? Especially what won't happen overnight. Especially what happened overnight. I mean, you might. I mean, if you do the correct things on what we've discussed, okay, I don't see a problem with you guys reaching maybe Twitch affiliate within, I don't know, a month or 2 months or something like that. Okay, be active. If you join like the DTR community, we'll put you in the right places or something and give you support. And I think we can really help you do it the right way, in a quick way as well. If you're aiming for like the high ropes, you know what I mean, for like partnership or something like that, I mean, that's a big steep climb, okay, and you're gonna have to grind for something like that. Unless you're very lucky and you just post, I don't know, insults or something like that, what people love to hear, and then power to you, really. I mean, so
welcome from Brazil, Renan. I don't know what time it is there, but welcome. Hope you're enjoying the podcast. Yeah, we got somebody from Brazil, Renan Yudi. I'm from Brazil.
There's a level of expectation or almost entitlement from a lot of new streamers. You know, why am I not doing so well right now? And you're right. It just a lot of the time it takes time, and a big part of the networking thing and getting out there and being involved in other people's streams is beneficial. Not just in the fact that you're meeting people, but you're watching other streams. If you're watching other streams, you're getting other ideas. And don't be afraid to use something that you've seen somebody else's stream. Because I don't care what anybody says. You look at even movies nowadays. I mean, there's not a single original movie idea out there anymore. It's all been done. It's all been influenced by previous films. You know what I mean? So let other people influence you in a way that you like. You know, what catches, you know, you go to CJ's stream, what do you enjoy? You know what I mean? Oh, he whips out a guitar. I've got a guitar. I'll just use a guitar as well. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to go in and use things that you see other people doing.
Nothing's copyright in here. Nothing's copyright in here. I mean, like, fuck, man. I see some people make a living by just watching reaction videos of other people's reaction on fucking YouTube and then stream that on here. You know what I mean? And some of them just sit back like this and they'll play a video. Okay, and that's it. And then they'll probably bitch and moan about, oh, I didn't get a sub watching that video. I might look for a different video. I mean, there are crazy people out there. But yeah, man, you're right. I mean, you go out and you can copy like some really cool things. I mean, there's so many great streamers out there. Okay, and I recommend like I don't know. We could probably actually it'd be a good idea, man. Like if we could find our own personal like top 5 streamers or stuff like that, like big streamers. And we can like post these out or so, and or even share them or something. It says, have a check this guy out or something like that, and it gives them like inspiration on what they can possibly do as well. I mean,
one that I always recommend to people, love him or hate him, is Dr. Disrespect, just because he's not just a streamer playing games. He is probably the epitome of a content creator. He's created a character that he stays in all the time. His production value is super ridiculous. It's the best of any streamer by a country mile. It's ridiculous how good his actual, you know, he walks away into different rooms and stuff like that, and he's okay. It takes a lot of time and money, but there's small things that you can take from it. You know, his intermission screens, how he transitions, all that kind of stuff.
Spoil alert, what I have been working on, right? But I gave up because I didn't have enough time. I might try to finish it. Is the fucking transition of him jumping out the fucking plane and it's his face on it? I was like, I'm gonna fucking do that. I want to do it. It's just a key command, and you just like fucking do it. So like when the plane comes in, it's his face. I'm like, oh, dude, man, I could probably make that. Like that'll be fucking sweet. So, but yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, his shit's quite funny actually. I like watching him. So, especially when he's playing against Shroud or so.
I know a lot of people that watch him. I don't personally watch him. I watch a lot of League streamers. If I could shout out somebody, it would be like Solo Renekton only. He does really good content, or Night Blue. They make really good content they do, and they have the trifecta. I call it the trifecta. They have a YouTube that's really, really prominent. They have their Twitch that's really, really prominent, and they have like their Twitter or their social media, or all three for their social media. But they hit the trifecta, man. Like just being don't be bottlenecked. Don't like just condense yourself to Twitch. Once you start thriving in Twitch, expand, because Twitch won't always be the end all be all. Expand, because the more places that you put your money in and it starts giving you revenue back, or the more places you start putting your attention in and it starts to flourish, that's more things that's coming back to you. And that's the work that a lot of people don't really want to put in. They just want to get on the computer, put a headset on, have a cool chair like they have, or have a cool Twitch hoodie, and just that's it. All right, I'm done. Don't rest. Don't rest on your laurels, man. Don't wait. Twitch waits for no one. That while you're sitting there like, oh, you know what? I'm not streaming today. There's another guy that's streaming for like 14 hours, and they will be hungry. You gotta stay hungry. Once you make affiliate, don't rest.
I don't think I can't stream that long. Like I don't think. I mean, man, streaming like 7 days, 6 days for a week. That's got to be tough. Like that's gonna be tough sometimes.
It only takes one video or one clip or one event that you do to go viral, and then that's what can kickstart a real prominent career. If you're not on Facebook or you're not on YouTube, you might miss the one person that triggers that viral explosion. So the more places you are, the more chance that you've got of that event triggering and happening.
Forgive me for butchering this. Hey, thank you for telling me we look professional. Magic Tay and Zuwan Solo XX. I appreciate you showing up to the stream. I hope you enjoy the podcast. Welcome to the Wolf's Den. Welcome to the Snowy Caps. Mick, I don't know what you call yours.
You don't
got a name, man?
Nah, I don't.
Nah, man, you gotta have a name, man.
Nah, I'm not into that. People have their own identity when they're in my group.
All right, man. We're gonna work on it. I'm looking for one for you, man. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the podcast.
I treat people as the individual. You know what I mean?
It depends who they are. Sometimes I just call them my little bitches. So. I mean, people know who I am, so.
I tend to say I've got a new cunt in the chat.
New cunt, yeah. Cheers. Exactly. So, I mean, like, I'm not pretending to be who I'm not really. So sometimes I just talk a lot of shit, and people just say, "Shut the fuck up." I'm like, "You shut the fuck up." Well, sometimes I won't say that. Sometimes I'm a bit too shy. No, I'm just like, "Oh,
man. Okay. I try to love on my pups.
Okay, then.
I try to love on. I got some new pups, man. I try to bring them in, man. I try to bring them in nicely. It's hard work for a wolf, man. It's only true.
Yeah. This is a plus 18 boy, and I stream it like that. Okay, so
I do. All mine is plus 18. Yeah, I plus 18 to view my streams. Yeah, there is some profanity from time to time.
Yeah, but I'm not taking that best.
It's important that's if you're going to be an over 18 thing, you need to make sure that people know that, because people can start complaining if you're not, and their kids are on watching your shit, and you're sitting there saying fuck, shit, cunt, or the rest of it. So I'm not sure if it's quite the term of service, but it's definitely something that can get you demonetized, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely have to make sure that button's ticked, like so.
Yeah, man. That's one of those things that they tell us in the military. It's like it happened for a reason. There's a reason that button exists. There's some unfortunate child that went into a stream that he wasn't supposed to go into, or heard something that he wasn't supposed to say, and somebody paid for it. So, but yeah, I definitely big tip. One thing that I did learn everybody will watch your stream. Now everybody will stay. You want the view counter. I apologize for saying this, Switch. The view counter is not always accurate. It's not always accurate.
Right. So,
it's never accurate. You'll think that you have like maybe 2 people and actually you have 5. So make sure you check in. make sure you're looking. You know, stay alive, man. You know, don't just be sitting there with your mouse in your hand. Like,
I would go a bit further and say, especially to new streamers, and turn that shit off. Stop focusing on it and focus on what you're doing. Focus on your content, because you can't control views directly. So don't worry about it. People stress about it, worry about it, and go, and it actually, you can see it affecting them on stream. Turn that shit off and just concentrate on what you're doing and work on that, and the rest will fall into place eventually.
Yeah. Yep. You don't need to worry about the view. Also, and like when you get Twitch affiliated or something like that, it's nothing changes. Okay, it just means you essentially need to work harder anyway. I mean, because you've got more things to manage.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. So be prepared for that. I mean, like, you get subscriptions or something, but man, don't worry about that. Okay, honestly, because it's a bit of a grind sometimes. Anyway, right? The best thing is just sit back, relax. Have fun with it. I mean, you're fucking either playing video games, you should be having fun, okay? And you shouldn't be watching viewer counts or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, so...
And manage your time to the point where if you've got 20 hours free time that you can do content creation, streaming, whatever they want to call it, don't just do 20 hours of that. You need to allot. Personally, I think you should be spending more time away from the stream working on it. You know, doing your edits, your clips, your networking and all the rest of it. But that is entirely up to yourself. But for me, if I've got 20 hours, I would be doing less than 10 hours on stream and using the rest of the time to improve my content, to work on my content, to work on my networking, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, because that's actually big. That's in a way, it's almost more important to be active away from the stream than it is to actually be on it. Because there's no point in sitting there with one viewer for a year. Just because all you're doing is streaming. If you half that time, go away, do some networking, in 2 weeks, you can double, triple, quadruple that very easily. But it takes time and it takes a lot of,
It does.
fishing.
It does. And I mean, I know we can make a blab on this for a long time, but the thing is, I'm just looking at the time. What it is, I don't want to take too much of you guys' time anyway, because obviously some of you it's your day off essentially, and I really appreciate you guys being on here and just discussing about this. And I think there's also there's plenty of time to discuss this even more in some of the topics that we discussed here. But well, I do have a question, right? If there's still some folk here on the chat, we obviously want to raid somebody. Have we got anybody else here on DTR or something who's online or something? We might be able to do a wee raid.
Let me look for you right now and see who's live.
Who's the lowest person online? Let's post the numbers of the lowest person online.
Let's see. I don't know. Who's streaming right now?
Yeah, I don't see that many actually.
Busy's busy. I think Busy went live at 12:30. We can raid Busy.
Busy.
Rod Sully's on as well. K Busy, yeah. K Busy's on 4 as well.
Yeah, I see Busy and House of Steel, I think.
I'll second K Busy.
K Busy. Okay.
K Busy?
Yeah, I'll second that one.
Was it just slash raid, right? Yeah,
what you doing? Is on Dark Souls 2? Yeah. Yeah, Dark Souls 2. Oh, no.
No, it's Counter-Strike. I see Counter-Strike in his name.
Oh, wait. Oh, why did I click on... Sorry. I clicked on Sonic, Burst instead. He was like right below. K Busy. Yeah, Counter-Strike. Yeah.
K Busy CCTV, right?
Yeah, I got him, buddy. Right, so...
Was it just...
Any final thoughts just now, man? You guys got anything else to say? I
mean, man, tune in for the next podcast. I can't wait for us to jump on next topics, man. I think this is really good. I hope you guys learned a lot.
Yeah, I think next week actually, you're going to be back on this again, McBog, because I think I've talked to Dope Man. If you're free again, right? But possibly, I think we're going to be discussing a little bit more about tournaments and stuff like that, and a little bit more esports games and stuff like that for the next podcast. So, but yeah, I want to say thank you guys for coming. Thank you all for sitting with us. I hope you guys learnt a lot. And like I said, you got any other questions, don't forget to check our channels out. I think I posted the links on for both of them. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter. And you can even contact Dopeman as well. Dopeman can set you up or something for joining the DTR server and stuff like that. But we're going to do a wee raid here. Keep busy. So
yeah, I just raided busy just now.
Sweet.
We definitely side note, we should definitely put our tags at the bottom of these videos when we do them. Find us.
Yeah. I mean, like, my bot was supposed to have names on, but I quickly stopped it because I had a couple of cancels, and I didn't have time to like change the links essentially for the Twitter account, Twitch accounts. So I do apologize for that not being on there. I did post in the chat as well, and what I'll do actually, aye, that's fine. Right, guys. So yeah, thank you very much, and hopefully see you guys next week. I'll be streaming myself. I think most of us will be streaming again on Monday. So don't forget to check our channels out and have we chit chat and whatnot, man. I'm sure all of us will appreciate if you just hop by to say hey. Even I'll call you a little bitch because you're just here to say hey. So
I won't call you no little bitch. Welcome to the Wolves Den, man. We love y'all here. Y'all have a good day. Later.
Yeah. Have a good day, guys. Bye. Bye.
Cheers for coming. Cheers for coming, guys.